Hi, I'm Helen. In this video, we're going to look at our new assignment dashboard. We'll take a look at how to build a progress mark book. We'll have a brief tour of our new school library and then access our advanced area of our HOD or manager view. Finally, we'll take a look at some other new features, all designed to make setting and marking homework even easier. To access everything I'm going to talk about in this video, we need to click Assess and then Assignments from the main dashboard. At the top of this dashboard are your quick actions. We've got buttons to create new assignments over here, a list of tasks in the middle, and to the right, a brand new single student assignment view. Now, this is still in development, but will be available within May 2021. The assignment reporting is split into 3 areas: My Assignments, School Library, and HOD or Manager View. Let's start with My Assignments. To the left, we have some simple categories to make finding your assignments easy. As default, you'll see all your upcoming deadlines, but you can simply click to view scheduled or past deadlines like this. Let's go back to upcoming. We can see basic details about the assignment here, like who it's set for, the deadline, any co-markers, and so on. Changes can be made using the 3 dots to the right, or you can hover over certain information and change it within the table. For example, if you want to add more students to your assignment, just click here, or to extend the deadline, just hover over the date and click the pen icon. The calendar view is really helpful for keeping organised or to quickly check what needs to be handed in before your next class. Hovering over an assignment on the calendar will tell you more about it, like who it's set for and also how many students still need to submit it. I can easily see when the deadline is, even if it's in a week into the future, just by looking to the right here as well. And if I've got a class about to arrive, I can even use the group filter to select a class and remind myself when their next homework is due. Let's have a look at our assignments that are now in the past. Again, the group filter comes in really handy here as we can focus in on just one class. Note that when I chose it, it does include all assignments I've set for any students within that class. So here, for example, I have an assignment that I set for just a couple of students in the class. This was actually an intervention group, as well as the assignments which have been set for the whole group. To build a progress mark book, we first need to decide which assignments we want to include. Now, to do this, we just tick the box next to each one. And here I've selected my 4 assignments for this PE class. Once you start selecting assignments, you'll see you're now invited to create the progress mark book, and we can just click here to build it. Across the top of the mark book, you've got some high-level stats, so I can see that ethical issues in sport had the highest average mark, whereas how is fitness measured had the lowest. Below, I have each assignment shown as a single column, with the list of students down the left-hand side. I can sort by any column, so for example, I can see which students averaged the highest mark across all these 4 assignments. I can also click on any assignment name to go to the full mark book if I want to remind myself of how they did in each question. Additional data can be added using the columns button, so I might want to add pupil premium status beside each student's name if I want to look for correlations. The export allows me to get all of this data straight into Excel, where I might combine it with other assessment data or use it as evidence for teacher-assessed grades. The highlight feature is especially useful if you're keen to see at a glance any mark below a certain level. It can also visually highlight patterns in the results, such as a student who's consistently scoring below a certain expected mark. Finally, the filter is a great tool if you want to zone in on specific students within the group. I have an intervention group within this class, so I can simply pick that from the list, it will remove all the other students and leave me just with those ones. This can come in handy, especially if you're a head of department who likes to set assignments for a whole year group, but then wants to zone in on a particular class for the progress mark book. From the main dashboard, we just need to select School Library. This area is designed as a collaborative space where I can see assignments set within my school and reduce workload by building a library of assignments with my colleagues. As default, your subject will be shown on the left here, and clicking it will allow you to see what other work is being set within your department. You can duplicate other teachers' assignments really easily by clicking here, but you also have the option to preview it and even view the mark book with all of the student results. However, you won't be able to leave any marks or feedback unless you've been given permission by the assignment setter. The search at the top is handy if a teacher has recommended a specific assignment. You can search by assignment name or code, and to see any code for an assignment, you just need to hover over it. Finally, the teacher filter is a great way of working closely with other colleagues. You may have heard that they've been setting some really great assignments, and you can just find their name and benefit from their best practice. From the main dashboard, we just need to select HOD or Manager View. This view contains all the assignments set within the school, but unlike the school library, it's built for reporting and monitoring rather than collaboration. The filters on the left allow you to search for almost any combination of assignment data. So let's try a couple of examples. Let's say I'm head of science and I have a CPD slot coming up where I'd like colleagues to discuss assessment best practices. So first we'll look at assignments that have been set within the last 3 months, and now we'll select the subjects that we want to include. Okay, great, so it looks like Becky might be a good person to lead the CPD session on the use of GCSEPod for assignments. Let's reset. Now next, let's say I'm a head of humanities who's monitoring the work completed by some vulnerable students in my department. Maybe they can't attend school at the moment. So first, we pick the right subjects. Next, let's pick the right student group. And finally, we select just the assignments that are upcoming. From here, we can select the assignments and put those into a progress mark book so we can see the results all on one screen. As we can see, Harry and Vicky look to be getting on really well with their GCSEPod assignments, but we might want to keep an eye on Amelie. Let's set a brand new assignment and try out a few new features. First, we'll click Ready Made, and previously we could only select one assignment at a time. Now we can select multiple and combine them into one. Just like that, it's really easy. Next, let's add a new question to this maths assignment using our formula keyboard. Click Insert Formula, and then select the keyboard icon. There's a functions, symbols, Roman letters and Greek letters keyboard all included. Now you can build formulas either as part of the question or in the answer options for that question. Just keep in mind that due to the complexity of how the keyboard works, we haven't made it available for students. Finally, let's add some markers to this assignment. Here, you just click the teachers button and you can select the other teachers that you want to be able to mark this assignment. Now this will be so helpful if you do a job share, or maybe you're a head of department setting your assignment for a whole year group and you want each teacher to mark their own students. If you've already set the assignment and you forgot to add markers or you want to change them, you can do this using the 3 dots to the right of the assignment. Here you can add, remove and edit markers whenever you want to. If you're the person that has been assigned to mark an assignment by another teacher, it will appear in the My Assignments area. Here's one for me. I can see my name, so Sally is my demo account name, and you'll notice that although I can mark this assignment, I can't do as much with it as the assignments that I set. For example, I can't delete it because it belongs to someone else. Before we finish, here's 3 quick tips for maximising the use of our assignments. Firstly, remember that they're available for all year groups right down to year 7. We don't have as broad a range of content available for these younger groups, but as you can build your own questions and add your own content, you can use our assignments for any year group. Over time, you'll build up a library of assignments which you can reuse year on year to minimise staff workload. And finally, through usage analysis, we know that high numbers of assignments is very strongly correlated with higher than average independent usage of GCSEPod by students. So if you're looking to raise impact from your subscription, setting a GCSEPod assignment is a fantastic way to build student independence. If you'd like any other advice or help, get in touch with us and one of our team would be delighted to give you a one-to-one demo.